Okay, so the M50 Mark II in 4K video mode. I am just making this video for the sole reason of as a reference for myself in the future if I were to look at the M50 Mark II as a 4K video options. Now, I think for you guys to know that I also to know that is that the 4K video mode comes with a 1.7x crop. So I have the Canon 10 to 18mm lens on it right now, adapted. So it'd be around 17mm on a regular APS-C mode. I have the autofocus turned on. This is on standard picture profile. Now the autofocus in 4K video, it only uses the contrast detect autofocus system instead of the dual pixel autofocus. So as you can see, it might be hunting. I'm looking at the screen. Yeah, it's definitely hunting. If I leave the frame and come back in, now the camera does seem to detect my eye, but okay bang, boleh bang. Okay, terima kasih. Apa, tak ada abang, no problem. Okay bang, no problem. Tak ada, no problem. Tak ada. So this is how the camera would behave if the autofocus system in 4K video mode. Now, I don't know how the audio is going to sound like. I have the Lensco wireless mic attached to the camera and here, but I do also have a fan pointing directly at me. So I don't know how the audio is going to be like. A few other things for you guys to know out there if you are considering the M50 Mark II for professional video work. I have no quarrels about its full HD video quality. It's good. It delivers what it needs to deliver. Although, one thing to note is that if you ever plan on using it for a professional tripod on a gimbal, maybe the battery door of the Canon M50 Mark II is too close to this tripod screw mount, and that is a problem really. Because in order to actually change the batteries, swap out the batteries of the memory cards, you would have to open up and remove the whole tripod plate just to be able to swap out batteries. Now, this may be an issue. For example, when I shoot weddings and stuff, the event is going on and keep on going without waiting for you, and the need that you have to actually change your batteries. It's going to happen so often because the M50 Mark II uses a very small battery, the LPE12. If you're planning on using it for video work on a gimbal, you're going to have to consider that. Because when you mount the camera on a tripod plate or on a gimbal base plate, the battery door is going to be stuck and you won't be able to open the battery door to swap out batteries quickly. So it's going to take some time actually for you to turn out and pull out the battery door, to pull out the base plate and open up and swap the batteries, and then pull out and then turn off, shut the battery door again, and put the tripod base plate on it again. So this is a little troublesome and it takes time. It's time consuming. So on a fast-paced events, you might want to consider something else, a different option. And another reason why I think that the M50 is probably not the best camera for use with gimbal is that the whole USB port and the HDMI port is on the right side of the camera, of which if you attach it to a gimbal, the whole port is going to be like stuck to the side, and it's going to be a little bit harder for you to attach any HDMI cables or USB cables to the camera. So it is a hassle, really. It is a hassle, and if you're hand holding it, you literally don't have any options to plug in any cables or external monitors for that. So it's definitely something that you should consider. And this thing seems to be apparent in also the EOS R100, the EOS R50, and I forgot about the R10, but these are some of the things that you have to consider if you ever plan on using these cameras for professional gimbal work or professional tripod work. And yeah, so that's it. That is how just me testing out the 4K video mode. The autofocus contrast detect, not the best autofocus system out there. But again, it detects the eye, but I don't think it's focusing as fast as I want it to. Again, this is on standard picture profile 1/50th of a second, ISO 200 with the Canon EFS 10 to 18mm ISSTM, adapted at 10mm. Okay, so that's it guys, that's it all from me. I will see you guys in my next video talking more about life. I will see what cameras do I get next.